will go in the pocket that fits. Threesome. I'll show you things you've never seen before. And I'll teach you a couple of things too. Anyway, Misha, go ahead, sorry. Yeah, Scott's probably over there going, oh my God. But actually, Scott, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Where are you? He's over there. Yeah, big grin on his. There he is. You'd enjoy that, wouldn't you? Oh yeah. All right. Hi, Misha.
Hello. First question comes from Eric in Joliet. What is your favorite memory of growing up in Aurora, Joliet?
Ooh. Well, yeah, most of you, I don't know if you know, but I am from the Chicagoland area. I mean, there's a lot of things I love about growing up. I grew up in a place called Pressbury in Aurora, just outside of Aurora near Sugar Grove. Hello? Yes. And I have to say, I'm not one of those people who had an angsty childhood. I enjoyed myself. My parents were really good parents. My brother and sister, we had a great time. Joliet, it was more kind of my formative years when I went to Joliet because I was in high school. And I liked high school. I did. I didn't, again, people made fun of me. They, choir fag and things like that, they called me. And I just thought, no, hey, listen. We all get called names in our lives, but it's the bigger person who can kind of turn around and go, hey, you got the problem, not me. So I just went on with it. So I do have great and fond memories, and I'm sorry if I used that F word, but, I feel I am one, so I can use it. I loved hanging out with my friends. Joliet was a good place. That's really, what I did love about school was that we did a lot of competitions where I was in the speech team, and we competed in dramatic duet acting. A lot of bad hand gestures going on, but a girl named Barb Eagle and I, we went to the state championships, but what I loved was going to all the different schools around the Chicagoland area and competing with all the other young people who were like me, which was great.
And I think it's Patrick, P-A-D-R-A-I-G, from Evanston. Will we ever see a Torchwood musical episode?
I don't. As much as I would love it, I don't think so. No. I don't know if any of you have heard I do a rendition in my concert tours in the UK, and also one day I hope to bring them to the States with things that are happening here. But Stephen Schwartz and I know Stephen's a fan of mine, I'm a fan of Stephen's also, but Stephen wrote the musical Wicked, and he and I collaborated together and reworded and reworked The Wizard and I to The Doctor and I. So, and not that I'm a businessman. If you'd like to download it, it's available on iTunes. In fact, if you do it now and cause a mass download of the whole thing, it would be really cool. They're like that, yeah, shut up.
Another Broadway question from Adam in New York.
Broadway's good.
It's a two-parter.
Look, I bring a little sparkle with me. Shut up.
What Broadway standard best sums up Torchwood, and would you sing a few bars?
What Broadway standard sums up Torchwood, and would I sing a few bars? I put on the spot like that. Hey, the first thing that came to my mind there was, in olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good authors too. I don't know, but you guys really bring the gay out in me, I'm telling you. But you're a girl. Doesn't matter, does it? There's so many jokes there, but I'm not even going to touch it. Because I've never touched it. What?
Gold Star?
Gold Star Gang.
That was clearly not on my cards.
Obviously.
Speaking of girls, Ginger from Detroit asks,
Ginger!
and I hope she's referring to the TARDIS here, is it really bigger on the inside than the outside?
Oh, yes. Looks can be deceiving. Yes, but no, the TARDIS, I remember the first day when I was filming with Doctor Who, and it was the Doctor Dances. Actually, no, we were doing the Empty Child, but we were doing, I think, Doctor Dances back to back. And there was a sequence where I walked into the TARDIS, and as Captain Jack, and I look around, and that was, I didn't want to rehearse. I asked them if, I asked Russell, and I spoke to David about it, and then the rest of them, not David, Christopher Eccleston. And don't even go there. Because I know lots of things that you don't. Anyway, listen, I've had so many doctors, I've been confused. But I specifically wanted to walk into the TARDIS, and I wanted my reaction from when I knew as a child growing up watching Doctor Who and Tom Baker and John Pertwee and all the rest of them, that I wanted to catch that on camera, that kind of excitement. And so that when I walked in that door, that was my first Doctor Who reaction to the TARDIS, and it was just amazing. It was one of the biggest moments of my life. It was great. I know.
Well, how many young people we have in this crowd?
All right, apologies are being made right off the bat. Oh, that little one you held up there, they won't know what the hell's going on. She's not Doctor, is it a she or he? A boy, well he's not Doctor Who, he's Dr. Pooh.
Colleen from Boston asks, do you own a Captain Jack action figure? And if so, how often do you play with yourself?
I have many Captain Jack action figures. I have both the 6-inch and the 12-inch. Depending on how often I play with them during the day. Sometimes frequently. No, I don't play with myself. The dolls. I do have my office in my house the house we have in Wales. I have an office that's upstairs, and I have every magazine cover that I've been on. I have every kind of publicity shot that I've done. Most of them I can fit on the walls, but the ones I can't, there's a closet full of Captain Jacks. But my favorite, and then I have a shelf where I have all of the action figures lined up. So yeah, I do. And I've tried to integrate the action figure also. Many of you probably don't know what a pantomime is, but I do pantomimes in the UK, which are traditional British Christmas shows, and it's a way that I think is a great way to introduce young people to the theater. And because it's a family-orientated show, and I always somehow get my 15-inch Captain Jack doll involved, so why not?
I want to talk about some of the new projects you've got on the horizon.
You go ahead.
You've got a new book coming out in the fall.
Yes.
Co-wrote with your sister.
Correct.
Also co-wrote your biography.
Yes. It's the book is there's one right there. It's already out in the UK, and it was doing exceptionally well. It was number 2 in one of the children's best-selling book list. I say it's a children's book. It's actually not. It's a book that my sister and I wrote. The book is called Hollow Earth, and it's a book that we wrote because it's a book that we would have liked to have read. It's also a book. It's about twins who have powers, and their superpowers, they are animare, which are, they are able to draw whatever they see or copy drawings that they see and bring the drawings to life or put themselves and other people into the drawings. They communicate through telepathy. And one thing that when Carol and I were coming up with the ideas for the book and structuring the book, we discussed the